now I'm going to pass it over to PJ, the expert here on all the stair climbing. He's going to talk to you about training tips and techniques.
Hey, thanks for coming. So it's dry today after we got left out here. So I'm PJ. I own the X Gyms and captain of the X Gym team, and we've won it the last 4 years in a row. And we hold all the course records, team time, fastest male, fastest female. So we've been doing this long enough, and we know how the competitive side of this works. And yes, so good point, because this is a public stairwell, so we're going to be really nice to everybody that comes along. And if I see somebody coming up behind our big amoeba here, I'll let you know so we can let them through. And so what we got here is Tristan. Tristan was second place overall last year with just barely over 8 minutes for his time. So he is another expert, and feel free to grab either of us while you're climbing individually for your questions. And I know that we are cold here, so I'm going to make this really quick. The purpose of this clinic this time is to talk about training tips. So how to train for the big climb and get faster on the big climb. So today we're going to practice the inside rail technique, which I'm going to demonstrate a little bit later. And we're also going to make sure that we're double stepping. So you're getting used to the double step, because I assume that people that came to this clinic want to get in shape, get a good start on training, and to get a good time. So if you want a good time, always it's a double step on any of these races. And a single step might feel faster because your step frequency is increased, but it's not. Double step is always faster. So practicing that. And the info on training is all on the XGym webpage. So if you go to xgym.com/stairs, then you're going to have this big huge page with videos and tips and all this kind of stuff that's going to come in really helpful for your training coming up for the big climb. And the Columbia Tower is a left turn stairwell, so we're going to practice going up on the left so we can get our rail technique down for the left side of this, and then going down on the right just for the flow of everything. And then remember, be courteous to the public climbers and everybody else on here. And pacing. So for the first time up today, go easy, just kind of a warm-up climb. Second time up, medium speed. And then after that, you go all out. It's a relatively short stairwell compared to something like the Columbia Tower. So when you're training on something like this kind of staircase, it's best just to really come here to get a good workout, and that's about going all out on the way up. We're going to talk about descending techniques too pretty soon here as well, because that's really important. And for those who are obsessive compulsive and competitive, however, we're going to have, if you don't want to do that first climb as a warm-up climb, I'm going to invite you to race Tristan. And I've got Benjamin Franklin that says you can't beat him. So $100 to anybody that can beat Tristan on the first time up. And if you do beat Tristan, I want you on my team, and you're going to also hand that $100 over to one of these two here, because it's going to go towards your fundraising for the climb. And the second place racer gets a headband, so the person that comes in first after Tristan, the first loser, in other words, gets an X-Gym headband. Yes. And so it keeps your ears warm. And if you slip it down over your head, it's kind of like a scarf. So it's a 2-in-1. And then the third place, the second loser, gets a cell phone wallet. So you stick it to the back of your cell phone and you can put your credit cards and stuff in it. How cool is that? You didn't know there'd be swag here today. Prizes and all that, did ya? So, breathing. Breathing is constant, and full breath in, full breath out. And the competitive climbers like to breathe in through the nose and then out through the mouth. And the reason that helps is research shows it raises your nitric oxide levels, which reduces your oxygen needs when you're climbing. So practice that. Nose in and then mouth out. And if you go really hard today, it's cold, it's dry air, so you'll probably get the track hack. You'll probably get a cough. But a way to get around that is to get one of those dust masks from Bartels and then wear the dust mask when you're training hard, because then you're going to breathe in your own warm, moist air, and it's going to greatly reduce that cough that you get. Same thing with the race, the big climb race actually. If you've done it before and you've got that really bad cough, not because it's a dusty stairwell or bad air quality, it's just because your airway's been eroded from breathing so deep and so hard. So if you wear one of those masks, because of the humidity thing, it's going to help a ton. So we're going to go over descending techniques and rail techniques last when I put the mic down. But if anybody has hip or knee problems, going down is very high impact. And so just test it out. Just go down once and see how you feel, and kind of go easy, kind of go slow. Because going up, it's never a problem. You can go up all day and it won't get you sore, your joints are fine because it's very low impact. I know because I did it all day one time. And as long as you take the elevator down, you're fine. But going downstairs can make you really, really sore. So hips and knees, muscles, and again, we'll go over descending techniques here in just a second. Well, it's the descending, the eccentric muscle contraction that makes the muscles sore, and also that's where you get all the impact, because you're coming down like this. Why practice certain techniques? Because the techniques I'm going to show you help alleviate that soreness. You're still going to get sore. If anybody does this today more than twice, you're going to be sore tomorrow, I promise you. But as you train and get better at it and come here more, that soreness decreases because your body adapts. But it's because of the kind of muscle contraction that you're putting your muscles through when you're coming downstairs that makes you sore. It's not the up part, it's the down part that makes you sore. And so as far as training goes, again, go to the page and also go to TabataProtocol.com. If you forget that or you don't know how to spell it, just email me. My email's easy. If you know my name and where I work, you have my email. It's pj@xgym.com. And also there's magnets over here. There's fridge magnets that remind you, so you can put one of those magnets up on your fridge and remind you to contact me or to keep training. And it's also a 3 workout voucher. So normally people that participate in the big climb get these on climb day, but you're getting them early. So if you want to come in and do 3 free workouts at the X Gym, no obligation to join either. We'll just give you training techniques and stuff like that. Then feel free to do that. And the best machines are the bike, upright bike, spinning bike, because it's the same range of motion as stair climbing, an incline, treadmill, so steepest incline, Versa climber, very steep climber, arms and legs, and the step mill, Stairmaster step mill. Those are the best machines to train on. Tabata technique is the best technique. But feel free to also come up and ask me interested in training questions. They're kind of cold here, so we're going to get started. I'm kind of cutting this a little bit short. So now we're going to go over the inside rail technique that we'll practice today, and the 2-stepping, and then I'm also going to show you some descending techniques to minimize the soreness of the impact. Alright. So the inside rail technique, simply climb a rope. Just stand overhead. And like I said, the Columbia Tower is left turn. So if you're going to use the inside rail technique at the Columbia Tower, it's going to be on your left. And it looks like this. Level step, hand over hand, nice level head. The way it's efficient, just think flowing like water to save energy and to be efficient. So again, and just getting this down and practicing it will get your nerves ready for this, and then it's second nature for the climb. You won't have to think about it then. this is competitive. It's OCC disease. And what? Yeah, and it's double stepping. Well, first, any questions for anybody? Double step means you're skipping a step. Oh, good question. So why do you use the rail?
You go up this and then across the street down again.
Your upper body
Just like path and then the
is
other path.
helping get you up the stairs. So you're spreading it around, so it's an upper and lower body exercise instead of just lower. It's a fundamental reason that people fatigue out so fast is because they're not spreading it around too much. And they're just using their legs. People think, well, it's a stair climb, so I'm just going to go like this. Well, that's fine, but your legs are going to tank out. If you can spread some of that around, then you're going to last longer. The best climbers at the top, at the finish line, are completely exhausted in every muscle of their body, not just their legs. So that's why you want to do the rails. Use those rails.
How many people are actually on the staircase when you actually do that without running into people all the time?
In the race day?
Yeah.
Yeah, another good question. How do you do that? How do you keep on the inside rail without bumping into people? Well, there's passing techniques. We'll talk about that more in another clinic. But for today, and for the race, it's just good to be outside. So if someone's coming up behind you, move to your right and let them by on the inside rail. So if you're the faster climber, you should be able to just go uninterrupted on the rail.